everybody. Welcome back to the train wreck. It's May 10th. It's Friday. Mother's Day is Sunday. Again, don't forget. Ryan is still drinking. He's gotten another beer. I brought him a water. He's like, I don't need it. But I got him one. Because I'm worried about his kidneys.
I'll start on the water during the Twitch stream. But I feel like we went an hour 30.
I mean, there was also a minute where you had to go pee and I had to just BS
That's
about
a minute.
Lord of the
That's a
Rings.
minute out of how many minutes? 60 plus 35.
That's math.
That's 95. 94 minutes.
That was a feature-length film.
Of nonsense.
We're so sorry.
So today, we're going to do
This
robots.
is a shorter episode.
Robots and AI. It is going to be a shorter episode, but robots and AI, I feel like, are two of the best topics that we do.
Yeah, I do like robots and AI.
I'm just closing out some.
Keep up with our newsletter.
We talked about adversarial artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
You're aware of it. Generative GANs, they call them. Generative adversarial networks. Something like that. One AI creates what they think is good. The other AI says that's garbage. Get rid of it. Or it's good. And
It's convincing.
You get good things. And they did faces. We covered the faces. Now they're doing the whole body
bodies.
plus fashion.
The fashion, it's amazing AI generates entire bodies of people who don't exist. But the cool thing about it is the fashion, because that was something that was tripping up the face one. Like if someone was wearing earrings or something, it would like, kind of merge it into their neck or their ear. And it was like, wait, what's that? And you realized it was because it didn't understand it. But it actually understands fashion in this version.
What is this going to mean for the Instagram thoughts?
Yeah, there's always going to be a real or an unreal woman who can do better than you. Computer generated.
And the AI is going to get better and better. Oh, I closed the tab.
Undo close tab.
Oh, vamp, Krista.
Okay.
All right.
Amazon dismisses idea automation.
Oh,
all those ads popped in. Amazon dismisses idea automation will eliminate all of its warehouse jobs soon.
you read the story, of course.
Yes, always.
What's it about?
Amazon dismisses idea. Automation will ruin all their jobs.
It's not quite about that. So Amazon has figured out. They have a picture of it. Well, they don't.
There's a lot of pictures of the cowboy on
They
there.
don't.
I don't know why.
So Amazon has this new system, right? They're putting a conveyor belt in the truck, right?
Okay.
And they got this big wall of suction cups. So the conveyor belt pulls the boxes back, the suction cups grab them, and they unload them. They figured out that they can unload in 10 minutes with this technology. What would take an hour for a person to do.
But how gentle are the suction cups with the box's
Well, how
content?
gentle are the humans?
That's also a good
I
point.
bought some gun cleaner recently.
Is that something that needs to be gently handled?
Well, I use a lot of it. All right. So
No, I mean, but does it come in a glass?
it comes in a 64-ounce bottle.
Okay.
Big bottle.
Big bottle.
Spray bottle.
Okay.
Broken. Yeah.
Wow. A plastic bottle?
Leaking into the box because somebody just chucked it out of the
How
truck.
hard would you have to check it?
Pretty fucking hard.
Yeah.
And
Did you report that issue?
I have not yet.
You should.
But
Drunk Ryan should do that.
But I will. I will. You know what? I'm going to take a Amazon automation drink. I'm at the dregs of this one. I'm going to open a new one.
I ordered stuff on Amazon. I forgot how fun it is to order stuff. It's like getting a Christmas present from yourself a week later.
You got to go Prime.
I don't really care about Prime,
You
though.
gotta
I don't need
go.
anything
You
that
gotta
quick.
go. You know Prime is going to go one day. One day delivery.
One day? Wow. Fiance has Prime.
Oh, you just piggyback on that.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Just abandon your individuality. Just ignore the fact that Krista as a person exists.
Well, listen.
Krista,
If it saves us some money and some time.
Krista dash. Now, I'm a believer you should dash the middle name, but you don't agree with that.
No, because it'll be long. I can't say what it'd be, but it'd be long. It'd be annoying.
I believe in it. All right.
So every time you sign a check. Now, if you guys don't know what a check is, that's when you take a piece of paper and it's got your bank info on it.
Let's talk about the Tribeca Film Festival. What do you know about the Tribeca Film Festival?
Almost nothing.
Almost nothing. Well, hipster movies.
Yeah, I was going to say it's independent film.
Independent films, they come out. They have this festival, and if you're popular, if you're hot in the Hollywood scene, you get to go.
Even though it's supposed to be an independent film festival.
Yeah, what are you going to do? And they have some weird shit going down there, and this is particularly weird.
Tribeca Film Festival's VR mascot was a creepy living doll.
Oh, look at it.
Oh. I didn't see the story. I'm so disturbed. I actually don't have words for this image.
So this doll introduced you to the VR entries into the Tribeca Film Festival. All right. Now it's interesting because let's look at this one. This is part of the VR. In this VR world, the little creepy VR people would meet your gaze and lock eyes with you.
Why? How does this have anything to do with the festival?
Well, they're talking about, like how is film going to go more interactive, right?
Well, yes, but why the doll? What's the conceptual reason behind the doll?
Because the doll is a way that you interact with film. The doll looks at you.
But why a doll?
Because they're fucking creepy, man.
Was that literally like they were all just sitting around the room? It's like, how do we get the audience to interact with creepy dolls? Everyone loves creepy dolls.
Were you here when we talked about in video games or VR, as it may be, children and naked girls? Naked girls who are like trying to kill you is very disturbing. Because you associate one emotion with naked girls, and then they hit you with another one.
I don't remember that conversation.
You must not have been here. But Penny Dreadful. Penny Dreadful is a great TV show. Scary naked girls.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not the target market for that particularly frightening.
Anyway, if you go to the Tribeca Film Festival, you can check these things out. But it shows that VR... Now, we've talked about VR. We played with some VR.
Yeah, we did.
And it's cool, but I'm not going to buy it.
Valve is supposed to be releasing 3 games.
Index.
Yeah.
The Valve Index.
Well, that just came out,
you
yeah.
can pre-order it, yeah.
But there's supposed to be 3 games.
But can it break down the barrier between, classic films? Will you put on a headset and watch a movie?
I think the problem isn't necessarily the technologically is part of the problem, but the issue is how do you design a narrative that still feels satisfying and you can still tell fairly linearly, but also feel like the audience member is part of it and not just walking through a static environment where everything's predetermined.
That's what they talk about, where you're trying to tell the story and your audience might be looking behind it.
Yeah, exactly. And
right.
that's a difficult problem to solve.
So they're trying to get it, but we're talking about Amazon, right? Are we still talking about?
No, we're talking about the creepy doll. We didn't talk about.
Let's talk about Amazon.
Robots edge closer to unloading trucks in Amazon era milestone. Well, we talked about this. We didn't organize the story.
This is the conveyor belt. You see it, just gobbling up. Now on the far wall here are those suction cups we talked about. So this guy, Bloomberg, there's a paywall.
Wah, wah.
So this guy can gobble up boxes at an incredible rate and unload them. Now they're saying that people that work inside these trucks. When I was in college, I actually applied for this job. Oh.
I was talking about I was going to be the one to throw up last episode.
That's just a burp.
That could have been vomit.
I'm not vomiting. I went to UPS. I applied for this job. That's where you go into the truck and you throw those boxes out onto the conveyor belt, right?
Gently throw them.
I didn't get the job.
You're overqualified.
I don't know.
Maybe underqualified.
But they talk about how it's a miserable job because you cannot refrigerate that environment. It's an outdoor truck.
Yeah.
You're going in, you're throwing randomly sized boxes onto a conveyor belt. This thing can do it as a robot. How do you feel about that?
It doesn't really affect me, but
It does. Oh, excuse me. It does affect you. You know, it drives me crazy that you won't subscribe to Amazon Prime. It's such a good service.
I don't really use Amazon that. I don't order on Amazon.
You're gonna, when you get married, you're gonna be an Amazon Prime household.
We will be.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't order stuff that often.
Are you gonna split the cost?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. How are you gonna do the rent?
Probably split in half.
Utilities?
Yeah, we'll probably just split
Grocery?
everything. We need to get a bank account. A joint
Life
one.
insurance?
Yeah, we're gonna do all that together.
You're gonna do life insurance on both of you?
Probably.
Yeah. I think it's a waste.
Life insurance?
Yeah.
Well, one
Because
day
you make
we'll...
the same, close to the same amount of money.
But the joint account though, like, or when we have children though, like that'll be easier to like deal with, like if they
Private school?
I don't know about all that yet, but like
Decisions
if
need to
one
be
of
made,
us,
Krista.
if one of us were to die or both of us were to die, heaven forbid, like if we had life insurance, that would help cover our funeral costs, so our kids wouldn't have to do that.
Who are going to be the godparents?
Not you.
I'm not asking.
I don't know. Maybe my best friend.
Can you imagine me as a godparent?
I'd be like the worst.
I'd be like,
look at this guy.
Just put him in the
He
trash.
can't even take care of
Put
himself.
him in the trash. My cats can't even poop properly. Let's talk about self-driving.
Okay. Toyota to invest $100 million in self-driving and robotic technology startups. Didn't we do a story about, was it Toyota or someone else who was doing this?
I can't remember, but it's Toyota's a big name.
You're right.
Big name. My parents are hardcore Toyota people. They will not buy another kind of car.
Really? My family's very like American.
Huh?
American cars, yeah.
I swore off American cars, then I bought one. Mm-hmm. It's fast.
Gotta go fast. You're like Sonic. Oh, is our next story? That might have been a good segue. I bet it's not.
It's not our next story. So Toyota's saying $100 million. They're going into the self-driving world. What do you think this means for Tesla?
Probably not much yet, because I feel like Tesla has like the hipster factor.
Tesla,
like Toyota's not really cool. If you're looking for an electric car, like, and you want to be cool, you go with the Tesla.
Well, I think you got to admit, whether you like Tesla or not,
and they've been in the game longest.
They're in front.
Yeah,
they're ahead. They got the best technology. Toyota's saying, "Hey, we got $100 million because they're fucking Toyota. They got billions of dollars. Bring us the technology, and we're ready to invest." That's what they're saying. Why not?
Competition's always good for the consumer.
Why not do it? Let's look at these images, Kristen. Now, what do you think about these images?
I mean, they're a little weird. not like the headline says they're terrifying and creepy, but like,
they are terrifying and creepy. Don't you think?
I think they're a little bit creepy, but they're not bad.
They're very creepy. Now, you didn't read the story.
No.
I'm seeing a trend.
I didn't prepare.
So these are.
Ryan's calling me out.
They'll make a lot more sense when I tell you what it's about. A monkey, right? A monkey in a lab environment. This is what his brain wants to see.
Are these his handlers, you think?
This is another monkey right here. You see this guy? Right? This is the mask that his handler wears.
I was going to say, that looks like a handler.
Right, yeah. So this is crazy. This is amazing. They wired into this monkey's brain.
Yeah.
And the one part of it where, it's just one part of his brain. And they said, okay, we're going to show you images. And while we show you images, give us a score of what this part of the brain is responding with. And as it responds more positively, we'll shape these images more toward that. These are the best. So
he likes his handler. That's
he
cute.
likes, this is his buddy. This is another monkey right here. See this one? And like, this is another monkey. This is another monkey right here. This is his handler who feeds him and takes care of him. She wears a mask.
Well, yeah, because it's a lab environment.
So this is incredible because this is just part of the monkey's brain that's generating positive responses to an AI that's creating these images.
That's cool.
It's pretty cool.
Science. It's
Terrifying.
pretty lit.
Terrifying.
Yeah, they're weird images.
I mean, when you look at them, it looks like something out of a video game, right?
a little bit.
Yeah. But when this monkey sees this kind of thing, it's happy.
Aww. I mean, it's got a thing wired into its brain.
What do you think my cats?
When they see you,
Little Toast went to sleep just in the crook of my arm today. He's so adorable. Little Toast is so adorable. He can't poop.
he was the non-pooper. Which one do you hate more now?
I love him equally.
I think that's a lie.
I understand. No, because Crouton, he responds, he's like more independent. He's more like, likable in that way. But Toast, in his dependency,
It's very sweet
is
and loving.
lovable.
Yeah.
So I don't like children. But when people say it's like, I can't choose between my children, I kind of understand it now.
Yeah.
In a way. When you have children, which gender will you prefer?
Gender's a construct. I don't. As long as the baby's healthy, really. Like,
Are you looking for two? Are we going to do two?
so our official consensus that we came up with was let's have one and see.
I think it's single child master race, right?
Well, I don't know. So like, I enjoyed being an only child growing up, but it also means that like, my mother's wellness is like on my shoulders now. She's getting older. Like, I'm gonna have to like make sure she's taken care of, which is fine.
The
But
two of you make good money. You're like upper middle class. It's gonna get better as we go further. Level 1 techs. You got the Patreon,
not living off that money though.
but it's gonna contribute.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's talk about the Royal Marines.
Okay.
When I see Royal Marines, I think about really monarchy. It's 2019, Krista.
It is. Hang on. What are you gonna do for your parents?
My parents are good.
Like, is their house paid off and stuff, or like they gonna?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
So they're good.
My parents are solid.
But like, what
But if they
happens?
need
Will you have to
me-
hire a caregiver or something? Like, if one of them needs it, or
They're fine. We're good. If I have to take care of them, we're good.
just curious. All right,
That's the beauty of single child, right?
more money to save for the future.
Exactly. They took some money and took care of my future, and some money and took care of their future. They're fine. They're doing good. Let's talk about the Royal Marines.
Royal Marines take big step with new tech. That's like the most vague headline they could possibly go with.
Well, I don't worry about that because I know you read the story.
Yep.
So if you want to go ahead and expound on it. No? All right, let's talk about it. Now, the pictures, so I don't think they showed pictures.
Oh, good grief, a modal window photos.
Oh, that's not great, right? Let's see. See if they actually show pictures of what's going on here.
These look like recruiting pictures.
There it is. There's one of the automated vehicles. That is a tank.
Look how tiny it is.
That is artificial intelligence. It's offering
It's coming for you.
supporting fire, but there is no human being involved.
It's a little spooky.
A little spooky.
Making me nervous.
Let's go forward and let's see. No, they're not going to show the other
Look
ones.
at all these pictures. I saw an ad for the military the other day that was like, I thought at first I was watching an ad for Wildlands.
You remember when
Ghost Recon, I was like, are they still advertising this game?
you
And then I
remember
realized
the-
it was for the military.
You remember the Marines ad where he was fighting a giant lava monster?
No.
He has like a medieval suit of armor and sword.
And it's like, this is what the military's like.
yeah. But so this is about the Royal Marines, right?
Yeah. Britain.
Yes. Land vehicles, aerial vehicles, drones, and sea vehicles, automated, artificial intelligence. So they did a beach landing, simulated beach landing, and all three of these automated systems were assisting them during the automated beach landing. So in future warfare, you have to expect to have all aspects of war
automated.
with an automated artificial intelligence.
Really, we should just not send people and just see whose robots are. It's literally going to be battle bots.
It's going to get to that point.
It's going to be just battle
It's going
bots.
to get to that point.
Which actually, that's really not the worst future if it's just bots battling it out somewhere.
But how do you feel? All right, you're an American, right? We're the greatest nation on the earth.
Obviously.
No one threatens us.
Never.
Our military is unstoppable. And one day
we've never been threatened by
you
anything.
go on Google News and it's like, oh, America lost the AI war. How do you feel about that?
I feel pretty upset, and I think that we really need to destroy Zuckerberg.
There's
somehow that's his fault.
The Future War books. I can't remember what the name of the author is, but he talks about how like space combat will all be AI, and the people will just be asleep in the ships while that takes place. And that's where we're going. I mean, you look at this; it's where we're going. I'm going to take a drink of Dragon's Milk, and I think you should take a drink of Kahlua. For AI war. Who knows what's going to happen?
I mean, in theory, like you would want, this is terrible, but you'd want to strike the people because that would make the war stop quicker. But like, maybe it's like, it becomes a purely monetary thing where it's like, let's just destroy their most expensive bots.
Yeah. Well, that's like I have no mouth and I must scream. You know that?
I mean, I've heard that phrase, but I've not heard the whole story.
Yeah. It's a book about like this AI, like there's nuclear holocaust. And there's some survivors, and the AI is trying to destroy them, and it just tortures them. It's horrific.
Why are you giggling?
Because I'm drunk. But yeah, AI is going to be military from now on. If you are joining the military, you're going to be fighting alongside AI. How do you feel about that? Respond in the comments. Engagement challenge.
I don't think we probably have a lot of people in the military. Well, maybe.
Are you crazy? Of course we do.
I don't know.
You are underestimating our audience.
I don't know. I used to check our analytics a lot more, and I haven't checked them for a while. I need to see what our audience analytics
A lot of people, you got to think that you and I are only children.
Yes.
Right? We've just covered that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people go into the military not because they support the military.
Because they need that money for
but
school.
But they just want to go to school for free.
Yeah.
And they are technology enthusiasts. And those people will comment about this and talk about it. Right? And I welcome them. I welcome our military brethren into the fold. Although I don't go into the hero worship bullshit. But let's not get into that. There's no time for that, Krista. We're already over time.
We're way over time. This is going to be a long episode, and it's just nonsense.
Let's talk about Jimmy Fallon.
All right, let's not, but we're going to do it. Jimmy Fallon played a video game on air, meaning that streaming your own game gets you taken down as a pirate thanks to NBC.
Jimster71. You think he was born in 1971?
I doubt it. That probably was available.
That would make him 50-something?
Maybe?
Yeah. No, just shy of 50.
Yeah.
Maybe. He played Beat Saber. We played Beat Saber. Remember Beat Saber?
We did play Beat Saber.
I liked it.
I think that was probably one of my favorite games we played.
Yeah. I was okay at it.
I liked the Valve, the room or whatever.
I don't want to brag, but I think I was the only one that did an advanced level.
Yeah, you were pretty good at it. Wendell didn't have a lot of great rhythms. He really got into it, though. He liked it.
Wendell liked it, but he was terrible.
He was very bad at it.
He would be the first to admit that he is not good at rhythm.
The music, he put all his points into technology. So,
but Jimmy Fallon played Beat Saber, and it is interesting. I can see why he did that.
Yeah,
it's interesting. But here's the problem: because it's now a copyright video for NBC. He's NBC, right?
Yeah, that's what it says in the headline.
So now other people that play Beat Saber are getting copyright claims for NBC.
It's not surprising. Did we export the Beat Saber streams?
Let's do a drink.
I'm out, but okay.
Krista, you really lowballed the audience on your alcohol consumption.
Listen, someone had to keep it together. I'm trying to get you to drink water because you're going to be miserable tomorrow at work.
Anyway, Mr. Fallon, I don't like Jimmy Fallon.
He's okay. He's better as like a supporting role. I don't think
he's not funny.
No, he's great when he's like cracking up at Will Ferrell during skits, but
he did the Beat Saber, and I can see why. It's entertaining, but now other people are getting copyright claims because NBC, the juggernaut.
Did we export our Beat Saber stream?
I think so. I don't remember.
I bet we have a copyright strike then.
Probably. For our 1,000 subscribers.
On the PGP channel.
Nobody cares. All right. This one, I don't expect you to read the headline.
I actually read this whole one.
You are so blind.
I can read this one's big.
All right, do it.
Well, you've got ad blocker on there. A man says he accidentally swallowed his AirPod and found they still worked after he passed them.
That means
he pooped him out.
That's not all of it.
Well, I can't read it because the ad blocker's in the way.
So this guy. Now, here's the question, right? Could you add? Now, let me expound. Let's look at our time. Let's check the time. 25 minutes. We got plenty of time.
We're like halfway through.
Plenty of time to expound. Last night, as we have mentioned on the previous news, the cat's being fed less.
Yes.
Because of Toast's digestive issues. So I said, you know what? Let's let the cat sleep with me. Sleep in the main bedroom.
That's dangerous when they're having like poops.
Oh, they're good about going to the... He's never had a poop outside the...
But if he's having tummy troubles and he's been given stuff like laxatives... Like,
he's solid. No, he's not eating... He's eating the
probiotic.
Cat food. Yeah. I'm trying to remember how I went into this. You distracted me from the article here. My cats, when left to their own devices, it was like sleeping with the fucking Royal Rumble at my feet. Just
pawn constantly.
Like attacking me, attacking each other. And they'll come and they'll do the thing where they'll like push their head under my hand to get pets.
I thought you were like asleep so that it's just like...
And it didn't work out. And, but I wonder, as I'm half asleep, I'm experiencing this. Could you be so out of touch, half asleep, that you swallow an AirPod?
I think he did this on purpose.
I think so too.
I think he did it on purpose.
Yeah.
And then, because he was like giving gushing reviews, he's like, I can't believe it's so great. It just works. Even after I excrete it, it works.
Yeah, so he swallowed it, and he began tweeting about it after he swallowed it, before he pooped it out.
Yeah, like he went to the hospital, and they're like, well, we might have to do surgery, but we're going to wait and see if it comes out on its own, naturally.
Also, that's what happened with Toast. I had to wait for an hour in the waiting room while they were like, you know what, we're going to wait, and we're going to see if Toast poops. If not, we're going to give him an enema. They gave him an enema.
Normally, they have Aristocats on in the lobby at the vet, but you watched Finding Dory?
Finding Nemo.
Finding Dory.
Yeah. This is the bluefish.
Yeah, that story.
I came in. It was in progress. I watched it till the end. I went into the back room and had Toast. The fecal loop was provided. They put the big rod up his ass. Came back with just crouton. Watched the rest of it. It started again. Watched the beginning.
Did you cry?
Back. No, I didn't cry. I hated Dory by the end of that.
I watched that with my mom. My mom loved
Ellen DeGeneres.
The original Finding Nemo.
Ellen DeGeneres is not a lovable character. Anyway, let's continue. Let's talk about jellyfish. Krista, when was the last time you went to the ocean?
Probably 6 or 7 years ago.
Better question. Will the honeymoon...
No, 5 years ago.
Will the honeymoon involve the ocean?
I don't know. My fiance's looking at a few options.
It's coming up, Krista. It's super
He hasn't told me. He hasn't booked anything.
I have not yet RSVP'd. What is the last time I should... Like, what's the later...
Honestly, I don't really care. We haven't gotten a caterer yet.
What if I RSVP like the day before?
It's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
My uncle was talking to me. He's like, you really... He's like, whenever you talk about your wedding, he's like, it seems like, not that you don't care, but like, you don't really care. And I was like, well, I do. I want us to have a good time, but like, I don't care if it's not perfect.
What if my plus one is an obvious sex worker?
I mean, can she behave? Like, she's not going to be getting wasted,
What
right?
if I bring somebody from the Twitch chat?
Oh, please don't.
What if I bring Nubbin?
Don't.
Let's talk about the box jellyfish.
CRISPR used to create antidote to the world's most venomous animal. I thought it was the Portuguese man-o-war, but it is the box jellyfish.
Here he is. He's a good-looking jellyfish.
You're a connoisseur of good-looking jellyfish.
Well structured. He's got 3-meter tentacles.
Yeah.
Now, as an American, I would convert that into feet. That'd be 9 feet.
It's long.
It's
Long boy.
Yeah. And his venom is rough.
Yeah.
Rough venom. Let's do it. Let's do a drink for how rough the box is. There's nothing in your cup. You're pretending.
Great. Listen,
But
I
CRISPR.
pretend to eat food all the time with 3-year-olds.
How do you feel about CRISPR?
Well, CRISPR was the thing where they were making the weird babies with, too, right?
Yeah,
This seems like this would be a more positive use of CRISPR and not so much genetically modifying humans without knowing the ethical ramifications of that.
But I don't know. Like the box jellyfish, apparently the sting is so bad that some people just go into shock and die in
Yeah.
the water.
Yeah, I've heard that.
So
There's a plant in Australia that's like that as
Yeah.
well, where they say it feels like your skin's just like burning
the
off,
guy,
and it lasts forever.
apparently the guy who discovered it made it back to camp only to get his pistol and put it in his fucking mouth because he was just anything to stop it.
That's insane.
That's hardcore.
That's why I don't ever want to go to Australia.
That's metal. Now, Krista,
Speaking of terrifying
now this
creatures
one-
from Australia.
This one speaks to your expertise because you are a designer
Yeah,
and you had strong feelings about Sonic.
I think a lot of people did.
Yeah, well, yeah, a lot of people did. Let's take a look at him here.
Well, it's not even this is from behind, and he still looks disturbing from behind.
He does. Now let's scroll down.
Yeah, you got to see
Let's-
the full photo.
Let's look at this one.
Someone did a modification. So the one,
Oh, extra crunch. You know what? I don't want any extra crunch.
the one on the left is what they came up with at the movie studio, and it's like a
It's
man
bad.
in a suit.
It's bad.
The joints are all loosey goosey. So the other thing that's disturbing about him is his eyes. He doesn't look like he has eyebrows, which is always a disturbing look. That's
Yeah.
actually how they made Grima Wormtongue look so weird in Lord of the Rings. They just shaved his eyebrows off, and he's just weird. And so this is a fan edit on the right,
Yeah.
and they've immediately fixed his proportions. They've made his eyebrows more noticeable, and he looks 100% better. And someone was like, I spent an hour doing this, and
So they're going to fix it. They're going to go through all.
the movie studio actually
That is
said they'd
going to
fix
be huge cost. Huge
They're
cost.
probably hoping to make a franchise out of this, though, so they're
I
willing
don't know.
to spend it.
Now, if you were the designer who came up with Left Sonic, how do you feel right now?
Probably vindicated because I can see what happened.
No,
with-
Left Sonic.
no,
not
I
Right
mean,
Sonic.
I'm saying because if I was a designer in this scenario, I bet they probably proposed something that looked more like this one on the right, and then, by committee, a group of, studio executives were like, but, he's gonna, clash with all the human characters, and, he should really look more like a human, shouldn't he? Also, his eyebrows are weird. Make them less weird. And then it slowly morphs into the horrible creature we see on the left.
It is terrible.
Yeah.
But it does go to show you that, now this is actually the second time they've gone back and changed. The first time was Snakes on a Plane.
Really?
Yeah, they added his line about motherfucking snakes on the motherfucking plane.
Yeah.
That was not in the original movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't
They
know that. That was
added
the only thing I knew about that movie.
Right,
was that
so
line.
they went back because of Twitter. They went back and added that.
Wow.
Yeah. So it shows
Power of
that-
the people.
I mean, Twitter is stupid as it is. As much as we make fun of Wendell for being addicted to Twitter, it has an effect.
Yeah. Design has power.
Yeah. Who can say? Now, this weekend was the Kentucky Derby.
It was,
Did
yeah.
you watch it?
I did. I went with my mom and my aunt to a restaurant so we could watch it.
I did not watch it. What did you order at the restaurant?
What did I? I had a chicken quesadilla. I went to the Mexican restaurant.
You order a lot of quesadillas.
I like quesadillas.
Yeah. So, I don't care about the Kentucky Derby. Who won? What was his name?
Oh, so there was controversy.
Yeah, he
So
pulled into
first,
the other guy's lane, right?
yeah, it was first. Oh shoot, what was his name? He had a pink silk, I can't remember the name of the one who originally won it. And then they decided there was interference, and then it went to the one after him.
What do you think about that?
I mean, it was better for my mom. My mom, one of hers got moved up, so it placed, like her bet did.
Oh, she bet?
I don't think she actually bet, but she had like maybe she was betting against someone in her office, I think, maybe.
But you can admit that the Kentucky Derby winner becomes
extremely valuable.
Part of the culture. So much so, Krista, that this happens. Oh, that's
1997 Kentucky Derby winners poop on sale for $200.
Poop.
Now, I don't know how much you guys know about the horse industry, but what's valuable about the thoroughbred is actually its breeding stock and not its poop.
You cannot take the poop
and create new horses to run the Derby. It doesn't work.
These are not horse eggs.
That's how they're sold in the listing. Hatch your own thoroughbred, $200.
Although I think it's hilarious to me that if you win, you see these horses running, right?
Yeah.
And you feel bad for them.
I feel really bad for them because that track was a mess on Sunday.
But if you win,
or Saturday,
think about your life after you win. You get paid. Well, you don't get paid, but they load you up on a truck and you go and you bang chicks.
That's and you get put in retirement when you're a Derby winner, and then and you get the owners get a huge stud fee because obviously you want the thoroughbred winner, you want that bloodline.
I mean, imagine if you were an NFL player, for example.
Yes, right? I can imagine that.
And
someone of my athletic stature.
You perform so well that they put you out to practice. You're in a beautiful environment. And once a week, they load you onto a truck and you bang hot young chicks as your job. That's the life of a Derby winner. So.
They don't put that in the promotions when they do the pre-roll. They don't ever they're just let's look back at past winners. Oh, look, the Queen is here. Actually, I don't know if the Queen was at the Derby this week. I see a picture.
I don't know. Do you know what you're supposed to do with Derby poop? I don't understand why.
Yeah, I don't understand why you'd want that. Also, who was the 1997 winner?
You know what?
They probably mentioned in the article.
I bet the article will tell us. I am so drunk that it's just the words are running together to me.
I can't read them.
Okay. Derby turds.
If I had a thoroughbred that was running.
Silver Charm? Is that his name?
Probably.
Silver Charm?
That sounds better than Derby turds. But if I had a thoroughbred horse, that would be the name of mine.
A Silver Charm?
No,
Derby
turds. Derby turds.
What would you?
Derby turds on the outside.
Let's imagine it's going to be Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah, it would probably be Shadowfax or.
Shadowfax is too obvious.
I would do I don't know how to pronounce it because I'm not very good at the Elvish pronunciation. I would Rochalor.
What does that mean?
That's Fingolfin's horse, who rode to him to the Black Gate with at Morgoth, and they fought. He died with his master.
I've lost interest.
I figured. Most people in the audience are probably sleeping right now.
Let's talk about toasters.
This is an amazing story.
My kitten's name is Toast.
You're right.
And
that's true.
When I talk to him, I refer to him as the toaster.
Oh.
Hey, Toaster. Did you get a good poop today, Toaster?
Because you just talk to your animals that way.
Because I'm interested because it's going to cost me money if you didn't. Well, Razer, you use a Razer mouse, right?
No.
No?
No, I don't think so.
Who makes the mouse that you use?
G-Skill.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. It looks like a transformer.
Well, Razer makes gaming mouse.
They do. I have a Razer keyboard.
Yeah.
Here at the office.
I think they did an April Fool's joke about a toaster.
Yeah.
It was so popular, they're doing it.
It's stupid that they're doing this. It's okay if that doesn't make sense to you at all as the sub-headline. But I mean, as stupid as it is, it's also kind of cool in a horrible sort of way.
You're going to be...
I wouldn't buy it because it's probably going to be expensive, but
you're
cool.
Making a new home.
Think how cool that would look on our counter.
Level 1 Text gets donated a Razer toaster. You're taking that home.
Yeah, I would take that.
Yeah, why not?
We should do a review on it.
Why
doesn't actually get a golden brown crust on my bread. And it's a little disappointing. However, the RGB does look nice at night.
I use a toaster every day for my bagels.
Yeah, I like to use a toaster. Yeah. I know some people they don't like what do they call it? single-use kitchen appliances, but I think the toaster is my exception.
My toaster has a bagel button. Does yours have that?
No, mine is like a cheap Big Lots toaster
Mine,
with just
the bagel button turns off the outside element.
Oh, so it only does the... Oh, that's
yeah.
cool. Mine's
Right.
not that fancy. Mine
Nice.
just has like the dial, and then you just...
I
press
bet
it
the
down.
Razer toaster has a bagel button.
It should.
It
If
should.
not, it's like, what's even the point?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Man, I am lit.
White girl wasted.
Chat. White girl wasted. Maybe even beyond white girl wasted. A bottle of wine and 2 beers.
You know, there's some alcohol sitting down there. Did you see it down when you walked in? There's like a glass of some pink drink that some girl left on the
I don't
pavement.
want the pink shit.
You should go down there and drink
I
that.
don't want that. I'm not that desperate.
I'll pay you $1.
I'm not. You know what? I get paid enough. I don't care about your dollar.
I have $5.
I don't even care about your $5. I'm top 10%, bitch.
You're like me when I get like a little bit tipsy and I just start giggling. Burger King takes on McDonald's Happy Meals with the Moody boxes. These are, I think it's supposed to be like a move to be mental health awareness.
Let's look at the options.
Well, they're at the top. You scrolled past them there,
No,
buddy.
here they are.
Oh.
You can't read that, can you?
I know there was
You're so fucking fine.
I'm so far away.
Pissed, salty. You know all about salty.
I do know salt.
Salty. Yes.
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 The girl, yes.
And DGAF.
Don't
which
give
of course-
a frick.
Right, not frick. Frick is not the word.
That's the word.
So you can buy these now. It doesn't tell us the answer to this question, but I wonder, are the sides different for the different options?
Like, what do you think? Do you think one comes with like a side of sadness?
Like maybe one comes with onion rings, maybe one comes with fries.
I think it's probably just a random decision on what box you get. Like they
No,
probably
I think
just put
you
whatever
ask.
food.
You're like, hey, listen, I don't give a fuck. Give
me that box.
Yeah, and then they give you a box. But then you're like, yeah.
I don't know who this is supposed to appeal to.
I think it's
I don't know what target market
It's
this
just
is for.
a flex on McDonald's.
But I think they're trying to appeal to a younger audience. But like,
But they've also got the Impossible Burger. Are you going to eat the Impossible Burger?
is that the giant one?
No, that's the plant.
Oh, with the fake meat.
Soy roots and yeast. She makes a disgusted look.
I mean, I might try it, but I don't know
I'll
if I'd
try it.
order
It's
it.
$1 more. It bleeds. It bleeds.
If it bleeds, it can be killed. Murder it.
It bleeds like you do. It bleeds and it's supposed to taste exactly like beef, but it's $1 more and it's totally plant based. Are you into that?
I'd be willing to try it.
Yeah,
I'm
try
not opposed to
but
eating
it's
vegetarian
soy.
stuff.
And soy
Soy's
is
okay.
supposed to have like the estrogen factor.
Soy boy? You're gonna be
Yeah,
soy
exactly.
boy?
Right.
You're gonna be soy
Right.
boy.
Am I gonna be all of a sudden be like transgender when I do that? I don't know.
That's the alcohol talking. Please
That is
don't
the alcohol
listen to him.
talking. Let's talk about. I almost put this in
Context
the
recognized.
earlier in the government task, but I cut it because I think it's better as nonsense.
Australian MP gets caught praising himself on Facebook, and there's a screenshot here.
So right here it is.
He has his own post here, and I think he meant to log in as someone else.
He did.
And instead, he was on his own official account and put, "Fantastic, great move, well done, Angus."
Now this is not uncommon because as someone running for office, you will have your account and like the official account.
Yeah.
And you'll have some other bullshit accounts. Jimmy Fallon, we talked about him with the Beat Saber thing. He got caught doing this one time.
That's not surprising to me.
Yeah. So, it's disgusting, perhaps.
But not surprising.
Not surprising, no. Now, we do have the big Australian election coming up. I don't know enough about Australian politics to who we should be rooting for. Do you?
Mm-mm. Not the emus.
Engagement challenge.
Who has the strongest anti-emu policy?
I know that Turnbull was the existing guy, right?
I really don't know.
And he was terrible. He was like the anti-technology.
Dude.
Yeah, for sure. So, I'm too drunk to even fucking talk about
He's
it.
struggling to hit
Let's
the tab.
check our time. 44 minutes.
Well, all right. This is longer than we thought we were going to go. This
Now,
is a sad story.
Two things that you want to avoid, right? Getting gravy on your laptop.
Yeah.
Obvious.
That's like the most southern thing you can say. Like, don't get the gravy on the laptop.
You don't want to gravy up your laptop.
You don't want to get the lard. Don't dump your jar of lard on
Now,
your
number
laptop.
2, maybe less obvious, child pornography. You don't want child pornography on your laptop.
You don't want child porn at all because it's terrible. Gravy-covered computer leads to... You know, Des Moines? I always say Des Moines.
It's Des Moines.
Des Moines. Man's child porn arrest. He took his gravy-covered computer... Was it the Geek Squad?
Yeah,
Best Buy?
it was Best Buy. Now, you look at it, you don't want to make judgments based on the headshot, but that looks like a child pornography to me.
A little bit. You know, I've seen a lot more stories about this lately. Like, every time I go look at the local news station, it feels like there's always a story about child
pornography. It's disturbing.
And I don't know if they're doing that, like they're just pulling those stories from the AP or...
it's a hot story, right? I mean, it gets clicks. Child porn gets clicks.
That's terrible.
Let's admit it. But this gentleman, he poured some gravy on his laptop accidentally.
As one does, you know.
Yeah.
You eat your tendies, and you're like, Mom, I need more gravy for my tendies.
Right, exactly. He went to the Geek Squad. He said, I want to save everything that's on this hard drive, but it's gravy infiltrated. Let's do what we can. There was child porn.
Good grief.
Dark. I'm going to take a drink of dragon's milk, Krista. You don't have any alcohol left.
I don't.
You've abandoned us. You've abandoned the
cause. I wish I had more of this. I really like this one.
I'm disappointed in you.
If I had had more, I would have let you have some. You probably would have liked it.
You're going to be doing most of the Twitch streaming.
Are we going to do Overwatch again?
No, we're going to do Risk of Rain 2.
Okay.
Now this story.
Drive for that though.
I rarely will I read the story and pre-prepare, right?
Well, because you want the conversation to be organic.
I think Wendell pre-prepares.
He does a little bit.
And it drives me a little bit crazy.
He has an idea of how he wants the stories to go.
And he doesn't stop talking.
A little bit.
Till he gets through his... But this one, I will admit, I pre-prepared. Now, some of you love Wendell. And you know what? We all love Wendell.
We all love Wendell.
He's lovable. He's one of the most lovable people I've ever met.
He will like throw himself into a ditch for someone else.
Absolutely. He will help you with your problem with no concern for himself.
Sometimes I'm like, Wendell, it's fun. Like if I have a computer issue and like I can't solve it, I'll bring it in and he's like, let's get it fixed now. And I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah,
like you don't need to do it right now. Like, you know, you can go eat dinner or something or like, yeah, it's fine.
One of the best human beings I've ever met. Let's get that out of the way.
Yeah.
I want to just preface with saying Wendell is one of the most selfless people I've ever met.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe Wendell.
But when it comes to Star Trek, he will do anything to express his knowledge and love for Star Trek.
Almost like me with Lord of the Rings and you with guns.
Almost like you. Now, some of you, the more sycophantic among you, have sent Wendell baubles to do with Star Trek.
His favorite is the Star Trek communicator.
I will say,
he talks about
I don't know.
He likes the teapot too.
He loves them.
Yeah.
One time we had a conference here at the office.
Did he make tea in that teapot for that?
He served tea.
I don't remember that. Who was that? What client?
You weren't invited because...
Oh, okay. All right.
You know why you weren't invited to that one.
I didn't know what client, but I know now.
But he served tea purely to show off the Picard tea cup.
And you know, like, I know that client had no idea what that teapot was.
Right. And the communicator, like you say.
Yeah, he likes the communicator a lot.
He loves it. He loves it. So I would say those among you who feel that way, why not give him a Discovery jacket?
New Star Trek Discovery inspired jackets introduced by Volante. Volante.
Good. I think Volante is right.
Yeah. They look a little uncomfortable.
I guess
No one looks happy to be wearing
You think
those.
that's leather?
I think it's like a hard shell, like a rain jacket. That's what it looks like to me.
I don't know what size Wendell would wear.
I'm not sure either.
I mean, he is a very large man. And I'm not saying that to detract from him. He is like, I'm not saying like fat. I'm saying he is a physically large human being.
Yeah, he's very tall too.
Yeah. So
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
you want to go big if you're going to donate the jacket.
Ryan literally, like, before when we were organizing the stories, he was like, listen, I'm going to try and get someone to buy him this jacket. I'm like, Wendell, I was going to say, I don't know if Wendell would wear it, but he totally would.
He hates Discovery so much.
But he might wear it just because it's Star Trek themed.
He might just out of guilt wear the Discovery jacket. Anyway, this company is selling Discovery jackets. Wendell, if in case you are like, this is the first episode you've ever seen. God help you if this is the first.
It's not normally like this.
He hates Star Trek Discovery. Let's take a drink, Krista. Even though you don't have any alcohol left, let's take a drink for how much Wendell hates Discovery.
He's going to see that Nickelodeon show next.
He hates Discovery, but they are selling this leather jacket.
Is it leather?
Yeah.
We just talked about Women 3 and you're like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's leather.
It doesn't look like leather.
And you can get it. Look at it. It's nice.
Oh, look, now they look happier.
And you can pick that up for Wendell, and I guarantee you, I'm going to make this guarantee, even though he's not here, he will wear that for an episode of the news if you send it to him.
We're going to get like 20 jackets, and then there will be... Oh my gosh, what if we all get... I don't want one.
I think like a 2X or 3X, probably.
Probably.
Right? Probably.
I don't know. I'm bad at men's sizing.
I think leather is on the small side, right? Usually. So
I'm really bad at men's sizing.
I'd say go 3X to be safe. And organize amongst yourselves so you don't send like 20 of them. But I think Wendell would wear... it's got the Star Trek insignia, and he loves Star Trek.
He has a Star Trek leather bag that he carries, like a laptop bag.
He's got the large Star Trek leather bag. He's got the communicator, which you mentioned. Somebody sent to him.
Yeah.
He's got the Picard tea cup.
Oh, yeah.
Which he
the mug.
adores.
Yeah.
Like I said, he served tea at a conference meeting when there was no reason to serve tea. He just wanted to show off his Picard mug. I was drinking tea at that meeting, like, what the fuck are we doing? That probably should have been the last story, but we have got one more.
I forgot. Oh, I know.
Oh, this is a good one.
They didn't even try with the names. Meet Poo and Pee. Metro Vancouver introduces mascots in campaign against improper flushing.
There they are. They look happy.
They're happy. The Pee one is somehow a little more disturbing than the Poo one.
This makes sense, though. And actually, Wendell brought this up in one of the previous episodes. I don't know if you remember. I didn't know this, but they actually sued. Somebody sued whoever who made these flushable wipes.
Yeah.
And they argued that flushable
indicates that they should be flushed.
No. It doesn't mean that they should be flushed.
But they can be.
They will go down the pipes.
Oh, yeah.
If you do it a lot, you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
But they will go down the pipes.
They don't disintegrate, though.
Right. So when you look at...
they shouldn't really call them flushable.
All these flushable wipes and stuff like that. It's mostly the wet...
Yeah.
It's clean. You know what?
Dude Wipes, I think, is one brand.
You know, my poor little cats. Poor little toast.
Did you have to wipe their butts?
I didn't. The vet did it.
Oh.
But the vet gave them an enema. I'm off the mic. Let me get up on the mic and tell you that the vet put a tube up my cat's ass, inserted water, and then extracted horribleness.
Didn't they say they almost had to clear the room?
They said that it was the most disgusting. And then Little Toast tried to eat it.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Bless his heart.
And then he pooped again while they were explaining this to me. And they had to, towel him off before they put him back in the kitty carrier.
Oh.
So, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and admit it. And maybe I'm a little too drunk. Maybe I'm giving too much information here, Krista. I'm a man with a lot of body hair.
Okay.
And when you
no.
when you go to the bathroom, you got a lot of body hair.
I'm realizing where we're going.
You might need some extra cleaning utensils.
Okay.
Let's say it right, but you don't flush them, Krista.
No, you don't.
You don't. Now, your ass is probably hairless. I'm gonna guess. I don't want to make this weird.
Too late.
But you're a tiny girl. You probably don't have to worry about these things.
Yeah, I hadn't really thought about
These
it.
are things that you don't think about, but they're real and they affect some of us. But you shouldn't flush them, and that's what these
little mascots are
that's
for.
That's what these guys are trying to tell you.
That's actually a problem in like the backcountry too. So like they do make some brands of toilet paper that can biodegrade, and
Right.
of course you're still supposed to bury it.
Doesn't most toilet paper, like you get the Ridex? You know about Ridex?
Oh, for like a septic system.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so like when you go backcountry camping, a lot of people like in the West, especially like where it's drier, they'll make you carry out your toilet paper. But like here in the East, you can just bury it. But they have some problems where people won't bury it, or they'll use the wet wipes, and the wet wipes don't biodegrade. Like they just stay there in the dirt. So
what these Canadians are saying is that they tested how many products was it? It was a lot of products. Maybe
look, there's a video of them running around the mall.
100. They tested 101 products. 11 biodegraded, all of which were toilet paper.
Yeah.
Not wipes.
Yeah, wipes don't.
Right. So
they're stronger.
Wet wipes are great, especially if you got a hairy ass. But you put those in the garbage.
Or they can sit in a landfill for thousands of years, as God intended.
Not in your septic system. This is as drunk as I've ever been on Level 1 News, Krista.
I was going to say ever or...
No, God. In college, I blacked out one time. I went to A1A, the club.
I thought you were like Alcoholics Anonymous for a second.
No, it was a club.
I was like,
I
dude.
saw Non-Point. You know the band Non-Point? They were just getting started, Non-Point. This is back in like the early, like turn of the century, Krista. And I went to see Non-Point. And I was like, man, I fucking love Non-Point. And I got drunk. And I went to buy shots. And I was like, I'm going to get shots for everybody at the table. Right? Because you get drunk and you get like friendly and all that stuff. So I got 6 shots. We had some girls with us.
Oh.
And I went back to the table and they're like, we don't want shots.
And you're like, why not?
And I'm like,
so you just...
fuck it, let me do them. And I blacked out. And I woke up the next day and I was at home.
Someone took you home.
That's as drunk as I've ever been. But this is not close to that, but it's up there. You know what? And Krista was 30 minutes late.
You're
And
right.
I got the high score, the number 3 score actually on Defender on the arcade machine.
Who's number 1?
It's computer.
Oh. I figured it might be our editor. I don't know if our editor's played the arcade machine yet.
They don't know the password.
Oh. Okay.
The password is password.
Why would you expose our secrets that way? I figured our editor would be really into it because he likes fighting games.
We
need to get him playing.
I want to get that competition going.
Yeah, who can get the high scores on the
Defender.
games?
I like Defender. Yeah, so that's all we got for you. I don't think we have to ask for comments. I think
that we'll probably get some pretty strong feedback on this episode.
I'm gonna go and finish this beer.
You should drink some water.
The Twitch stream. I'm gonna take the water with me.
Drink the water because your kidneys are screaming.
I already have to pee again. We're gonna do a Twitch stream. We're gonna sober up. And Wendell, I don't know when Wendell's gonna be back.
I don't know if I'll be here next week because it's Mother's Day.
Am I gonna have to do a drunk stream on the tail of a drunk stream?
I mean, this is gonna seem crazy. You don't have to drink.
But
just
myself, just me by myself, I don't feel like that fills the void, right?
Bring your kittens. Oh, kitten stream chat.
Have the kittens have diarrhea on the stream. Whatever. Let's look at the time. Let's check the time, Krista.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
59. 30 seconds till 1 hour. I think we vamp for the 1 hour. Now, You talked about Lord of the Rings.
I did. Probably like in a sort of crazy like cat lady sort of tone. But
When is the Lord of the Rings television show supposed to start?
we don't know when it's supposed to start, but I think they're starting to do like pre-production and filming. I think in August in Scotland, maybe.
What would now if someone came to you and said, "Listen, Krista, we've seen you on Level 1 News.
You're crazy.
We know your qualities as an actress.
Oh no.
We're ready to give you a role on the Amazon Level 1 show. Which role would you request?"
A background extra?
No,
actually, I know I would want to be one in the writer's room.
No.
I want to be in the writer's room.
Camera. No, you're on camera.
A consultant for lore.
On camera. You're going to be an elf.
Oh, no. I'm not. Look at me.
You look elfish. I think you look very elfish. I think if you straightened out your ears, did like a Twitch stream, like an elf Twitch stream, you'd be very popular.
Well, there's not. That's the other thing. They're going to have to probably add some female characters.
You're dodging the question.
I don't know.
Chat.
Maybe Celebrian.
Is that Celebrimbor's girl?
No. It's Elrond's wife.
Who's Elrond?
He was in Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Lord of Rivendell? That's the only... Because she doesn't have a huge role. That's why I'd be like, okay.
Oh, is that the girl who's like...
It's Arwen's mother.
She was giving them all the visions and shit?
No. That's Galadriel's daughter.
All right, we've hit the 1 hour mark. Comment and
never do this again.
Give us the role that you think Krista would be most apt for in the
writer's room.
No.
Put me in the writer's room.
No, I think you're on camera.
No, I don't like being on camera.
What if you had to make out hard with what's his name, Aragorn's actor?
Oh, no.
You don't like him?
I mean, he's good looking, but like I wouldn't want to do. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. That's why I'm not an actress. Except in our beautiful, wonderfully shot skits here at Level 1 Tech.
So next week we'll be back. I don't know if Wendell will be back next week. Wendell is on
He's got like multiple conferences he has to go to.
He's traveling forever. Who knows?
Like all month. And then
Chris is out for Mother's Day. So next week might just be me. And I might have to get drunk again.
You don't have to.
Do
it live. Do it live and interact with the chat.
That would be something, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And then you don't have to
live
drink.
Level 1 News? Maybe? Will we do it on the Twitch chat or the YouTube chat?
Well, Wendell tried to do a YouTube stream and it was messed up. So.
Comment and whatever. I'm going to stop it now.
Bye.
We're at an hour 2 and my vision is blurred as